One of the main challenges that you and I we are facing, especially as we struggle to strive our ways forward, and even the entire third world countries, example Africa, one of the determining factor, retrogressive idea, is failing to learn from environment or failing to learn from any occasion. Now, looking keenly or trying to follow keenly what has happened to the country Kenya, and sorry for the loss, Raila, if we only put your mind away a little bit, take time and just a little bit pause that tribalistic mindset. Try and pause from the filthy or retrogressive politics that we are used to. Try to pause those negative energies that are directed to unknown hatred situations. We have a lot of lessons to learn from Raila as an individual. A lot of lessons, and as a country, and as a leader, and as the managers of our families or companies, we have a lot to learn. And if we are really crying for change and looking forward to look for the change, we should be people who put away competitive and negativity kind of nature and put forward a positive look or a positive critical situation or critical analysis to help us develop and come up with better principles and better ways to change. Otherwise, our situation will keep on remaining if our thinking, our thoughts still remain the same in terms of tribal setups, in terms of politics dressed up, in terms of gender-based, in terms of, education level. We will never grow and we will never develop. Because even biblically, God is very specific. God is saying, it's not a matter, it's not a problem. It's not a problem for you falling down. The thing is, how are you going to wake up? It's not a problem having faith. The thing is, how are you exercising this faith? The problem is not waiting. The thing is, how are you waiting? If we keep on waiting under the same situation, the same environment, with the same attitude, with the same nature, we will never have change. Right now, it's very, it's very, I don't know, but disturbing. Whenever you see, for example, a lot of social media right now is all about death of Raila, death of Raila. But over comments is about, oh, Luos you have missed, oh, Luos you have, oh, he's better, oh, now politics and all that. But is there any one of us who is pausing to think or to learn a lesson that we can pick from him? He has played his role and he has gone. We will never see him again. Maybe that is what God made him to do. What about you? What are you doing? What am I doing? What lesson did I learn from him so that I can have that energy of keeping on like he did for all those centuries? We must be people who learn from the failure and who learn so that we grow. We have several lessons that we can learn from this man called Raila, a lot of them, but I have 10 specific ones that we can learn. Number one, Raila was a good manager of family. Most of us, we are not growing because of family that is functional. How many are you as men? You can be in politics, you have been in job and still keep your family. Following Raila keenly, he has been there as a family person, he has been there for his children, he has been there and he has stuck by one wife since got married years and years. How many of you will be worth that power, will be worth that money and still keep family intact? How many politicians, even to the level of president, that have clean family background errors? Raila taught us that. If we can't learn anything from that, then you have a problem. Number two thing, Raila was a problem solver. He knew how to go around his problem. And even if there was the greatest disagreement, he will still come back and get a way by which he can bring and work with his enemy, which we vaguely crowned as handshake. Some people even calling handshake. There's no problem, whichever the name you call it, but are you learning anything from that? You as a person, are you able to do that? It only takes people with good problem-solving skills. Number three, forgiveness and re-embracement. How many of you still even go and even die to the grave saying that I will never go to my dad who left us. I will never go to my mom who cursed me. I will never talk to my cousin who never paid my school fee. I will never. How many of you? Look at Raila from him. He was arrested, detained, even his mother died without, but still he was able to come back and work with the person who detained him. Are you able to do that? As a country, unless we are able to reach that level, we can look for the change we are looking for. Number four, Raila was a brand. Raila itself, that name itself is a brand. Raila is a person who knew how to build up his brand since 19 whatever years, 1982, 1992. It is a brand. From that to the party, from that to the family, Raila is a brand, not only nationwide, but even international level. Whenever you mention the word Raila, people will associate themselves by that name, Raila. What is a brand you are giving? What brand are you maintaining? And his brand was sustained until the last moment was a brand. Number 3, Raila was an international or public relations officer. How many countries did he visit? Whenever he visited every country, he's being welcome. When he goes this side, he's being welcome. He was an international person, figure. I don't know even, is there any president who is connected like Raila? I doubt. If there is any, please tell me. Then Raila was a person with 4 quotients. Number 1, adversity quotient. Raila knew how to overcome his hurdles, whether to go under them or to go over them. You will cry, you will abuse him, you will do everything, but by the end of the day, after 2 months later, he's in the same system. Number 7, social quotient. Raila worked with every tribe. Raila worked with, in his office, everybody's there. Even though if you can say, oh, this is a lower person and all that, that is you. That is your mind. But for Raila, tell me which tribe he has never worked with. He had a Pentagon member containing all members from every tribe. He worked with the tribe. Even the last campaign, his deputy was a person from a different tribe. So he knows how to engage all tribe. Social quotient. Then intelligence quotient. Raila did his calculations. Whether you like it or no, but politically, family-wise, leadership-wise, his calculations were always right. And that is why he remained relevant forever. How much do you do your calculation that even if you fail, you still have to emerge as a strong person? Political-wise, Raila knew how to remain relevant. He might be defeated, he might be losing, but by the end of the day, after a few months, he's still remaining relevant. He will still come and talk to people. Those are calculations move, of which many politicians, many leaders, many parents, many fathers in marriages, they cannot do. Emotional quotient, number 9. Raila had emotional quotient, and in most time you will see him attending the funerals, and the way he's talking with the people, the way he's embracing those widows and widowers, the way he's embracing those children, the way he's talking with those who are shot dead, the way he's attending those even churches, contribution, children home. He used to visit that one. If you have not seen that, if you not learned anything from that, you have a problem, and I have a problem too. Number 10, Raila was a very good communication. That is one of the main things I picked from him. This guy was a storyteller. Raila could engage the crowd. I know what that power means because I am a trainer, and in most time I engage audience in different levels. You get different audience, different environment, different subjects to present. Raila was a master of all. He would bring vitendawili. Even if you chant, hey, kitandawili, tega, kitandawili, tega. Some people will abuse him, huyu mzee wa vitendawili. Some people will abuse him, huyu mjama wa story, hatutaki story. The reason why we keep on saying that we don't live in history, that is why we don't learn. How will you learn something that you have never experienced? So his need was to tell us about the backstories, how independence began, how people were being tortured, how everything, to bring back your mind from abnormality to normality. You cannot move forward. I'm telling you, you cannot, even everything, even at workplace, you cannot just go to work that your mind is focused on the target. You must know the principles and the ways that are leading you to this target, and that is what he was engaging his audience. Before telling them something, he started by engaging the audience. A very good speaker indeed. We lost a very good speaker, and you will not see him reading from anywhere. He knew the story as the back of his finger. Raila was a psychologist, number 12. He was a therapist and he was a historian. He had the stories, he had vitendawillis. He knew the psychology. He will tell you this person will do A, B, C, D, and that is where the calculation were coming from. So he was a psychologist, and he knew how other people were thinking about him, or other group was thinking about him, and he would do his calculation and come. He was a leader, he was a manager, he was a servant. Yes, he was a leader, he was leading a party, he was leading a family, he was leading opposition group, he was talking to a group, that was a leader. He was a manager, he has the party that he has manages, different types of parties, and all these parties are normally hit parties. You see, that is only for a leader. He was a servant, he was an MP, he was a leader, he served people, and you can see how the servants are reacting now after his death. Did you learn anything from that? You are just here yapping tribal, yapping laws, yapping how Kitandawili, how old Mzee has died. But do you ask yourself what you have learned from that? You have learned. Then lastly, Raila was a stylistic person. He was hygiene, he was decent, and every comment, every place he goes, you will see him attending the occasions, attending the ceremonies, and put on clothes in relation to the climate, in relation to the occasion, and in relation to the activity that's going on. That was very presentable, good of him. When you go to Luo culture, put on Luo. You go to coastal part, he's on there. I go to northern eastern, he's in Habaya, or he's in those gowns of the Islam, you know. He was ready to relate himself in a decent way, in a stylistic way, and all that. Are you learning anything from that? Pause a little bit. And Kenyans, by the way, if only we can pause and get out of our tribalistic mindset and illegal or maybe foolish kind of hatred that even we don't know the source, we will develop. Otherwise, there will be no change. And that is what God is waiting for. Which lesson are we learning from the failures we go through? We don't. We are just yapping. Even Gen Z, if you don't have any lesson, you will not change or you will not do anything different. That is Raila for me. Bye.